Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. We do have a first alert to an update to a story that we first brought you on air yesterday. We've been following it for quite some time now, and this story is about the missing pregnant woman who thankfully has been rescued, and the man, her ex-boyfriend, who has been following her around, is in custody now following a day-long search in Lincoln. So thankfully we can breathe a sigh of relief now that we do know that he is behind bars. Now we do have this story available for you on our website. That's firstalert6.com. So I'm going to head there right now so you can take a closer look. So here's the story. I'm going to click on that for you. And here's the man's mugshot. That's Christopher Collins for you. So the 42-year-old pregnant woman was rescued, thankfully. Her ex-boyfriend, Christopher Collins, 36 years old, was arrested. He is in custody, and this is, of course, following a SWAT incident that happened overnight in Lincoln. Now, as I mentioned, we did first alert you to this story yesterday on our newscasts. So thank you for sticking with us today at the Alert Center for the update. Now, meantime, authorities reportedly evacuated neighboring homes after entering the residence and detecting a strong natural gas odor. So Collins, meantime, is facing several charges, and this includes domestic assault, kidnapping, false imprisonment, terroristic threats, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, and violating a protection order. Okay, so this all kind of took place when the woman's family was a bit nervous that they haven't heard from her and they haven't seen her, and so they let police know. Now, police did say that in a social media post they were concerned once they started digging that the victim was seriously injured given evidence at the scene of her disappearance, and this is in Northeast Lincoln. So part of this story that really stuck out to me is this quote, and this is from LPD Assistant Chief Jason Steele, and he said she was a warrior, quote, and she turned seconds into minutes and stretched minutes into hours to allow us to find her. So she was really smart with the way that she handled the situation, and perhaps there's something we can all learn from it ourselves. Again, heading back to our website, firstalert6.com, just so you can take a good look at Christopher Collins, the man in custody now, on your screen. So again, she was a warrior. That from LPD Assistant Chief Jason Steele during the update. Now, for some background information, court records did state that the relationship ended in July and that the victim filed a protection order in August. And this is kind of where it gets hairy, okay? So this is part of her report. So she reports that Collins days earlier, quote, beat and strangled her, causing serious injuries, including a brain bleed and broken ribs, end quote, from allegedly jumping on her with his feet around 20 times into his wooden floor and punched her in the face. So clearly a lot of domestic violence going on here. Now, at one point in filing the protection order in August, the victim did say, quote, he told me he was going to kill me. So this is that First Alert 6 update that we have for you. Again, you can get all this information and more at your leisure. That's on our website, firstalert6.com. So we're taking a look at Christopher Collins' mugshot there as well. So thankfully, this story ended well, right? We're so nervous. As we know, time counts as we tick down for these kind of stories. So this one does have a happy ending. Thankfully, the missing pregnant woman was rescued, and now Christopher Collins is in jail after that day-long search in Lincoln. So the good news there. Now, meantime, do want to direct you back to our website just to kind of give you a look at what we're working on here. So firstalert6.com, this is where you can go for all the latest stories, and I will leave this to you at your leisure. You can also click here and head to our First Alert 6 weather page to learn a little bit more about what's going on weather-wise. Let me just pop this back up here. There we go. So current conditions today, 78 degrees. It is looking just beautiful at certain parts of the metro. Let's look at this great shot from our Northeast First National camera right here. Yeah, just a beautiful shot of the Missouri River there. Oh my goodness. So the clouds are fairly gone, and yeah, the sun poking through. This shot though, from the Desert Dome from our First National camera, does look a little bit smoggy, if you will, but we'll see. That'll probably lift a little bit later. Oh, and then if you were watching yesterday at this hour, apparently these wasps are still attacking the Children's Nebraska camp. So traffic though flowing smoothly, not a cloud in the sky in this shot, but watch out for the wasps. Clearly there's something on this camera lens that keeps them very busy and very focused on what is going on out there today. So Just to kind of wrap it up tonight, you can expect mostly clear conditions with a low of 57. This, of course, according to our senior chief meteorologist, Rusty Lord. And then Saturday, sunny and breezy, a high of 83. Sunday, sunny and a bit more humid out there with a high of 85. Now, heading back to Saturday, clearly we've got that huge Terrence Bud Crawford parade that's going to be happening downtown. I will be live here streaming the parade for you, so make sure to head to our streaming page and you can catch all the action there as well. In the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center, and please do stay tuned for our broadcast with Dave Zavolinsky at 3. We'll see you then.